Yeah, of course. I mean, the pre-preparation phase is the most important phase of the whole process. It starts 4 weeks in advance. We'll get the communication from operators, some of their requests, and we'll start shaping our product according to that, but also according to some of the data analysis we'll do. We'll look at turnover trends from the previous match day, which teams were popular, which players were popular, and that will also shape our product. As we get closer to match day, around 1 week before, we'll finalise our trading teams. We have multiple KPIs to assess our traders, not just financially, but increasingly UX focused. So we'll be looking at bet rejection percentages, suspension times in an event, and they're maybe more important than the financial margin that will remain stable anyway. We have specialised trading teams, so we will have a mixture of the expert system that works under me, but also those traders who have shown through their KPIs that they're capable of handling high pressure events. On the day itself, it starts to get a little bit more exciting. We'll be monitoring all the risk that comes in from the pre-match markets to give us a flavour of what to anticipate once we go live. I hate to disappoint you really, but reality doesn't really match perception. It's actually quite quiet now. It's a modern B2B environment. The people that we've chosen, like I just said, are there because they have the experience, they're calm under pressure, and they've handled pretty much every situation you could imagine on multiple occasions. More so the fact that we have the expertise, the trading expertise, coupled with the sophisticated algorithms and the trading models that we've refined over years and years, means that we're pretty much prepared for any situation. I've already mentioned user experience, and that's pretty much what we're focusing on in live. It's nothing more frustrating for an end user than not being able to place a bet, especially in a key part of the game, such as in a penalty situation. We've refined our model, and we've worked with development teams over the last few years to make sure that our traders, our expert trading team, are able to override the feed integration that we have. So, perfect example is last night, Liverpool got the penalty against PSG, and lots of the PSG players were pretty angry about it because it was given by the fifth official, who actually did something for once. In that situation, we have to wait until we're sure that there's a penalty, and then the trader can go in, override the automation that we have, which enables us to open all of our offers for the 70 seconds that it took between the award and James Milner hitting it past Buffon. It's something that's unique from a B2B perspective. It's the only place you can place bets with a Kambi operator in that scenario. Yeah, it's quite the opposite actually. We did analysis after the World Cup that showed when there's only one match in the time slot compared to two, huge increase in turnover and interest instead of diluting the turnover between the two. So anything that broke up that big mix of 8 matches at 7:45 was going to be welcomed by us. And it's proved to be true. I mean, this week, for instance, Tuesday night, we had a huge game in Rome between Roma and Real Madrid, and that was gazumped in terms of turnover by the early kickoff, AEK Athens versus Ajax, which from the outside you would never really expect that. Again, last night we had a direct comparison with the Atletico Madrid and Monaco matchup. Last night they played in the early slot, and that took 3 times the turnover that the respective fixture took on match day 2, which was in the later slot. So definitely it's having a huge impact on our turnover. Yeah, I mean, we know that it's important to have relevance in our offering. It's not just about quantity, it's also about quality, especially when match odds can become uncompetitive. The Atletico Madrid-Monaco game is a good example of that. Within the first half an hour last night, the game was pretty much over as a spectacle. So what we have to do is try and retain the interest of the end user in that situation. So we do that by segmenting our product, so you can have minute-by-minute throw-in offers, betting on occurrences per minute, interval winner per 5 minutes, and of course we have a range of player props and side bets. In this industry, you can never say that innovation stops, especially with live betting. Things are always coming around the corner to challenge us, or to give us opportunities. VAR will be introduced from the latter stages of the Champions League. Fortunately, we have the experience from the World Cup of how to handle that operationally, but it also gives us the opportunity to offer those side bets, such as will VAR be used, in what circumstance will it be used, and we have the experience from the World Cup to be able to offer that. Already during this Champions League, we've started to offer more stats related prop bets, so the player props, especially the total shots on target over-unders, are increasingly popular. And throughout the season this year we've been focusing on expanding our extra time offering so that we have a market-leading extra time offering, both in quality and relevance. But we also developed a penalty shootout model for the World Cup that we're excited about offering during the Champions League latter stages. We have a blank canvas when we're developing things at Kambi, which means that we can take the best bits from other people's products, but we can also develop things that we want to, like the outcome of the next penalty. The second most popular bet offer during penalty shootouts in the World Cup was the outcome of the next penalty. People betting on it to be saved or to hit the woodwork or to miss, and we're excited about offering that again in the latter stages of the Champions League.